Neyland Stadium in Knoxville, one of the great venues in all of college football and home to the Tennessee Volunteers. And this crowd knows that when the Vols run through the tee, they are in for a show. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Commodores will put total leather to crank us up. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Tennessee's offense is on the field for the first time today. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Running back searching for a hole. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. And now on 3rd down after that last run. Unloads quickly. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The RPO, fire complete to the left.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. Quickly to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. The Vols will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. They're setting the tone on this opening drive. 10th play coming here on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes the catch past the sticks. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. The inside handoff. They finally make the stop at the big run. It's plenty to move those sticks for the first down. The Volunteers look to do some damage in the red zone. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Getting some heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. He just terrorizes quarterbacks. His 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers and then coordinators figure it out and then start double teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times...
And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
And that's now their third sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front seven. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
And the Vols will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. So Vanderbilt's offense will have its first possession of the game. This matchup on the outside, Jesse, a big play weapon for the offense, a shutdown corner for the D.
They say big-time players make big plays in big games, so who gets the best of this matchup? That's going to determine the game.
I mean, such a fun chess match. How much are they on each other during the game, the head-to-head matchup that everybody wants to see?
On second down, looking again to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down. The Commodores send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On second down, looking to throw. The freshman trying to take a shot, but put just a little too much on it. Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert third and short. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Complete to the right. Touchdown Vols! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Now the play fake. Shoots it to the left. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. He's going to pass. Fires to the tight end. Last time these two got together, it was a tight one, Jesse.
It seems like every time these two teams play, the game just feels faster, right? Because it is a rivalry game. There's just a greater sense of urgency when we see these teams match up.
Yeah, the fans feel it. They know it. There's so much to it. They think about it all year long. When you talk about the next game on the schedule, they're always looking forward to this one.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Quick completion on the out route. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. And the Commodores have their offense in high gear. The back goes in motion. Trying to find his man on first down. Got his man on the outside. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. They go to the ground. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Quickly complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Commodores will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Going for 6. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Quickly complete, and he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. This offense has a 2nd down play. Wide receiver shows motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. A short throw to the sideline, but it is long enough for a 1st down. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Beebe. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Makes the grab on the left. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. Fires to the big fella.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The give from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They need the 40 to convert here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man by himself. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Throws to the tight end. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. 8th play of the drive coming up. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Caught over the middle. It's Gilliam. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. And the Volunteers looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Wants to throw on 2nd down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He got it. And they'll push that lead out a little further. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
Whew, boy, this freshman quarterback has a host, and he's seen that thing in there. They move the tight end all over. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. He uncorks a bullet to the right. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds a man in the middle. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes. And you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. And it's right down the boulevard.
That makes the score Tennessee 10, Vanderbilt 3.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Hold and fire complete. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. Running back goes in motion. On second down, wants to throw. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, it's still short of the first down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Got his man quickly. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. The Vols will line it up on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And how about the inside linebacker flying through there? You see those guys come up, and you see how fast they can come up and fit the run. But how about blitzing the quarterback, getting to the quarterback, getting the big sack?
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Pocket starts to collapse. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Give to the single back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Volunteers will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Line gets set, first down. He wants to throw. Using the quick game.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Back open in the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'll throw it on first down. And they can't make the connection. Couldn't connect on that last play. Now 2nd and 10 from the 42. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Out of the backfield, he's open. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Looking to throw for it. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up. And the Commodores will send out the punt unit. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On the ground with the counter. Shows him the stiff arm. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Well, this is kind of weird. They're not even going to try to run a play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. And then a low-scoring ball in the air, intercepted! A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
First down here for the offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And, guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
And the Vols line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. He'll come out throwing on first down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Listen, we all want to go back-to-back, but not on interceptions. Come on now, we got to take care of the football. Let's make sure we change something up on the next drive. 2 possessions, 2 picks. Offensive coordinator, get the bullpen warmed up.
They are so close to a score they can smell it on the first play of the drive. 1st and goal. Pushes toward the goal line. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers! Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Makes the grab. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. To the ground with the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll pull it on the read. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. The Commodores getting set on 1st and 10. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The officials move it 5 yards back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Oh, does he turn that loose down the middle? Gets downfield for the big catch. And he's brought down after a huge completion. This time they'll go to the running game. Able to get 1 down to the 15. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got the tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Makes the grab. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown Doors! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late. At least you got the party started.
And with the extra point, they close it to 17-10. So a drive there of 84 yards, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Bob.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the sack all the way back at the 5. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And a super return as he takes it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown on their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this third and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Gilliam. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
After the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here, too, David, you have an opportunity to keep...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
You know, one of the tricky parts with play action for a quarterback is that when you turn your back to the defense to sell the play fake, you have no idea what's going on behind you. You don't know what the coverage has become, and you don't know which D linemen have won their one-on-ones. The worst thing is you turn around after the play fake, and bam! That defender's right at your face.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Get it out on the screen. Across the 25, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Commodores want to crank the tempo. Looking to go up top on first down. He's got his man. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
The Commodores are marching down the field. Handoff to the lone back.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long.
Flying down the left side. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Commodores. And these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, baby.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Here comes the offense on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And the Volunteers will move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get the first through the air. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
What if I had told you this quarterback would be sacked at least 5 times in this game and yet still somehow would be winning? That's not normally how it works. You got to give the offense credit because even though they've suffered some serious negative plays, they've still been able to make some good things happen.
The Vols will try to pin them back with the punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Now adjusting. Going to try to get it himself. Still running at the 40. Afterburner's coming. And he's finally down, sliding in safely after the huge pickup. The lone back's got it. Relying on the run, he gets a couple before he's knocked down. Ball's at the 13. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. After making his first field goal, he'll try to put up another with a shorty from 26. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Well, you got to wonder if the pressure got to the kicker. Fourth quarter down by 3, just did not get all of it. That's one he'd like to have back. The
Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. They're bringing heat.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
The Volunteers decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Corrals it at the 45. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Grabs it in the middle. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. The freshman quarterback very fortunate for that one to fall incomplete. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. He leaves it with the back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Got a man. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good. All tied up here in the 4th quarter. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Throws to the wideout. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Vandy.
What a play by this defense. The offense going in to take the lead. No. Flip the script. The big pick 6. Now you're leading in this ball game. What a play by the D.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Fires to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. The sure hands, it's Wicks. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. And the Vols will punt this one away. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. To the air on 1st down. He's got his man. He's brought down solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. That last completion has him set up 2nd and short. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the freshman just showed those great ball skills and snatched it right out of the air.
We talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock and try to win. No, sir. Our ball, 1st down.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Pressure coming. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Man, this poor quarterback, he's got no time. You got to protect your quarterback. You got to find different ways to do it. Sometimes it's not working with 4 wide receivers. Maybe you bring in a couple tight ends, go max protection, more guys blocking, less guys in routes, but you got to find something to have success.
Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
Yeah, and the defensive line, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
It's 4th down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop. To lofts one high and deep. Caught at the 25. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wicks. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They'll give it to the back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. He'll set up to throw. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. Unleashes to the end zone. And the pass is caught for a touchdown. And it looks as if we could be headed to overtime.
Massive score now. Massive decision making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy. Nice job. A 2-point conversion, you win this thing. So I would kick it, but you know what? You want to go for it? It's your decision.
And now a critical extra point attempt here. And it might be that last boot through the uprights that sends us to overtime. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. On the move from inside is 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The offense set for a first down play. The give to the tailback. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Let's see what they've got on second down. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football and finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Feeling some heat. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
And this one splits the uprights. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Just feeds the running back. Tackled, but he has a first down. It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's got it on the move. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Had it right in his hands in the middle of the field, and it trickled to the ground. It'll be fourth down. Defense will call a timeout. They got a peek at the formation. Want to make sure they're in the right call on this big down here in overtime. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. This is one of the best games we've called this season. A thriller, and it comes down to the wire here in overtime.
I could watch these two teams play another 6 times this year, just back and forth, trading blows, offenses coming up with explosive plays, big hits all over the field. David, this is what college football's all about.
No doubt. I love your excitement. Where's the defensive mentions? Some good defense out there, too, there, homeboy. I know it's not just offenses that get you excited. Some defensive plays, too. Nipping up the whole game, deciding overtime, crushing folks.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.